So I'm going to miss the most about going fishing and hunting with them. I was able to take them fishing for the first time in southeast Texas. I was able to take them dove hunting for the first time, and we were looking forward to the upcoming duck season. And I'm going to miss the most about spending time outdoors. And I'd say Nathan, our last year of friendship, was very sincere, and I was really looking forward to getting older together and our kids growing up together and us just hanging out.
Nathan definitely will leave a very strong impact on the folks that we work with, and his impact, similar to what the impact he had with me. He always shared his faith. He was always very positive in every situation. He had a high level of energy. He was very connective. He would connect people together.
I don't know, he just had this way about him. Like, whenever you saw him, he was just so welcoming, and he always had good things to say about everyone, and he always had good advice to give as well.
So Nathan was really good at loving well, and that really impacted me. That really gave me that this is how I should be. He was really good at just loving others, and he always had a smile on his face. I mean, his smile was just white, and it was there. You could see it in the dark. It was amazing.
Some of the things I remember most about Nathan was just how I could always talk to him about anything going on in my life, school, struggles that I was having.
He's such a great man. He's a role model. He's such a people person. He is all about family.
Having Nathan in his life as a parent, I could just watch him. There'd be times in his bedroom where he'd be praying on the phone with somebody, and I contributed that to Nathan. It wouldn't necessarily be Nathan on the phone, it'd be somebody else on the phone, but I could see this and feel this coming from Nathan, and because of their small groups when they would meet. They'd meet once a week, and Jason would just come home and just be revived again.
I really just remember him being really outgoing. There never really being that awkward silence if he was in the room. He could always figure out something to say or say, let's go do something. He was always the guy who you wanted to be around.
No, he was just a fun guy. He was just always happy. Never had a bad look on his face. He was always smiling.
He's a man of integrity. His faith in Jesus really drove who he was, and so he always wanted to help others and serving not only students but adults, in helping wanting them to grow closer to God, and so he was just a great man of God even at the young age that he was.
They saw somebody that was young, that lived a life striving to be more and more like Jesus, and he did it in everyday life. He didn't just do it at church. He did it during the week, and he modeled a marriage, because these kids weren't just with Nathan, they were with Nathan and Jen, and just their example as a couple is something I think the kids are going to remember.
Nathan played a huge role in how I came to faith. When I first met him, I was in a pretty dark place, and I didn't really open up to him, and I wasn't really accepting of his love and his caring for me. It was odd to me, I'd never had that before, and through that, I experienced Christ's love, and just he really showed me a lot of things that led me to faith and led me to want to be more like Christ through his being like Christ.